Okay, I had to interpret what this looks like. I'm guessing that this is what is intended. When you use a slash for division or create a fraction, uh, it's important to use grouping symbols. So I think this is what was intended. The numerator 8 minus x e times e squared divided by the quantity x plus e squared. And the thing to remember here when you find the derivative, that e squared is a constant, just like any other real number. So we have to use the quotient rule because we have a function of x in the numerator and in the denominator. So the quotient rule says denominator, there's the denominator, times the derivative of the numerator. Now the derivative of the 8 is 0. And this is like, what's the derivative of minus 7x? It's just the numerical coefficient of the x. So that's where we get this minus e squared. Minus the numerator times the derivative of the denominator. The derivative of x is 1. The derivative of e squared is 0. So we just have a 1 out there. All over the denominator squared. Now, if I distribute this minus e squared, I get minus xe squared minus e to the fourth minus 8 plus x e to the e squared. And these two terms cancel out. And if you want to, you can put this minus sign in front. So it looks like that's the derivative right there. One way to write it. Okay, if you wanted to, you could expand this binomial. No particular reason to do so. And if I share my screen real quickly and go to Desmos, there's the original function. If I hide that function and click f prime of x, I get that blue graph, and g of x is that. They overlap each other, so that kind of convinces me that this g of x is correct. There's the original function. And if I want to do the tangent line thing again, let x sub 1 equal, well, in this case, the function is continuous everywhere, so I can let x sub 1 be any number I want. I started with 4.49. And then using point slope, the slope is, or the point is x sub 1 comma f of x sub 1. So y minus y sub 1 would be f of x sub 1 equals the derivative's value at x sub 1, which is g of x sub 1. I could have also changed this to f prime of x sub 1. I'll do that. Times x minus the x coordinate that you know about. And if I slide this anywhere, there's the tangent line to the graph of that function. Okay, there you go. Hope that helped. If you have any questions, post a comment.